Hello, hello. Oop, that's not right. Oh god, what have I done? One sec. Hello, hello. Hmm. Sorry, one sec. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Alright. Should be okay. It's a little poppy. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, no, uh, I haven't streamed in a while, so I thought I had my audio okay, but now I'm paranoid. Yeah. Even just like 1 week of being away and I'm all frazzled. I don't handle like changing my routine very well. So, um there are a lot of pops in my voice. Hang on. Let me grab a sip of coffee, maybe that'll help. Oh my god, what is happening? Hello? Testing, testing. Hello? Alright. Should be fine. If it's unbearable, let me know. Alright, but yes. Hi. Hello. Welcome. To a subscribe words. Oh my god, my model's not working either. Fuck. Okay. Give me like 2 seconds and we'll take it from the top. Let's just loop. Anyways, while I'm fixing this, hi. How have you guys been? I hope you guys have had a good week. Oh, what is this? What happened? Oh my god, why is it when someone gets timed out that their shit gets nuked? That must be a new thing. It shouldn't do that. Oh my god. I am so sorry. What the fuck? Can I reverse that? Can I time out stream elements for doing the wrong thing? You know what? I'm gonna do that. Bad stream elements. You weren't supposed to do that. I'm so sorry. How do I... There we go. Can I reinstate those past messages? What the fuck? It wasn't doing that before. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna make a note to look into that. Stream Elements is on timeout for being a bad boy. He's gonna go sit in the corner and think about what he's done. Look into timeout nuking messages. What was it? Yeah. That's just like way too much. I did the little octopus thing and my stuff got nuked. Little octopus thing. Huh. I don't know. Oh, I see it. I see it. Interesting. Oh, okay. That's good to know because I do have a thing set up with stream elements where if someone's like It should only, actually, I'll have to look into it, 'cause there's a certain rule that I have set up with them where if you spam, like, the same emote over and over again, that it'll time you out. But the thing is that what you posted is not like, it might accidentally fall under that rule, but it's not what that rule is intended for. The rule is intended for people who will just, like, take one emote and just, like, spam it, like, 15 times in the same message, and that to me is just unnecessary. But what you posted is totally fine. I don't have a way of approving it, through OBS. So I'm very sorry about that, and I will look into it. But let me see here. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna restart my model. Every time I get up and leave, for some reason it messes with the tracking, and even recalibrating my camera doesn't seem to help. So I usually just have to restart VTube Studio. Unfortunately, I forgot about that. That was something that I discovered like maybe like an hour ago. It must be like a new update thing. Okay, test things out. I think we're good. We'll go ahead, close that, and I'm gonna do that. Uh, oh, I'm too small. There we go. All right. Well, I appreciate your guys' patience while I figure my shit out. I figured I wanted to do non on a different stream regardless. Because I want to move on to other things now. But what was I gonna say? Um I wanted to do a test stream before next week anyways, just so I'm I'm feeling more confident, like getting back into the groove of things. So I appreciate your guys' patience. Also happy Pride Month, since this is the first stream of June. Yes, happy Pride Month. Um, yeah, I totally forgot about that. um, I'll be honest, I kind of forget that I'm technically LGBTQ. Um, I just it doesn't come up a lot in my life. Um, not too much at least. But like I am definitely somewhere on the ace spectrum. I wouldn't say I'm like fully ace, but I'm definitely on that spectrum. Um, and I am technically agender, but I never bring it up because it's um it just doesn't really matter that much to me, to be honest. Like for me personally, like other agender people might be different, but I don't really care if like what pronouns people use. Like I don't really care what people refer to me as. So I usually just default to saying that I'm a woman just because it's just easier, and I don't really care that much about my gender to really like say anything to other people about it. Gender fluid? Not quite. One sec. I gotta cough and drink some coffee. Yeah, so not quite gender fluid. So agender just means that you don't like you don't particularly identify with any gender really. So like I don't know. I like I don't really identify with like woman or man or anything in between really. I don't know. It's but gender fluid is more like my understanding is gender fluid is like one day you might identify as male, another day you might identify as female. For me it's just nada, nothing. Um but at the same time I usually just refer to myself as a woman because like most people perceive me as one and therefore like I have like all the same struggles and like daily interactions and shit. So it's just I don't know. It's more like for me personally, it's more trouble than it's worth. Um so like in instances like right now would be one of the rare times that I ever bring it up. 'Cause it really it doesn't affect me or bother me that much. Didn't know there was a difference. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways people can identify. Um but yeah, I've uh I've never like been super glued to my gender identity even as a kid. And I think one thing I was always like kind of appreciative of is my father was the one who primarily raised me, and he did give me a hard time about my sexuality sometimes, like when I was exploring different sexualities trying to figure out that I was none of them. Um like he did kind of give me a little bit of a hard time about that. Not too hard, but like yeah, he had his views. And but when it came to like my gender expression, like he didn't really care that much. Like I remember being um like quite young, maybe like 12 or 13, and like maybe even younger, and like he would take me clothing shopping, and um I vividly remember this one time where I was like I spotted these sweatpants in the men's section, and I turned to my dad and I was like, "Can I get these even though they're made for men?" And he was like, "Do they cover you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Then I don't care." And he's like, "It really doesn't matter where you decide to buy your clothes. Like as long as they're appropriate for your age, then like I really don't care." And that like low key changed my life because that opened up so many clothing possibilities. Like I walk into a clothing store now and it's like I look at everything and it's not like one section is only for me. If it fits, if it's appropriate, I can wear it. I have more options, which is sweet. And I always thought that like separating clothing by gender was always a little bit silly, but it's also hard to really comment on that as someone who's agender because it's like I just perceive that type of stuff a little bit differently. Same thing with being ace, where like there's a lot of things that I just don't really understand when it comes to how like people like interact with the concept of sex and whatever. Like, but I don't comment on it much just because it's like there's probably something that I'm just not understanding because I don't experience it. Separating clothing by gender is kind of stupid. I always thought it was a little silly. Um, like people should just be able to wear what they want to wear. I think there's a like I'm very interested in fashion. Um, and just like clothing in general. Something I've always been interested in. And there's a lot of things about clothing that I always found very silly. Like One thing that doesn't get brought up a lot, but like I've noticed it quite a bit throughout my life is like people hating on wearing like pajamas or sweatpants just in your daily life. It's like, oh, like wearing pajamas to the or wearing PJ pants to the grocery store while you're streaming. It's like it's fucking pants, bro. It's the exact same as jeans, different material. It's just fucking pants, bro. It's clothing, it's fabric on your legs. Like why, like you care more about what I have on my legs than I do, which is kind of fucking weird, bro. You know? Um like it really doesn't matter. And the whole idea that like different types of clothing determine to other people how like professional or competent you are at what you do, I think is silly. I think the whole like me wearing sweatpants to work is it's not like I just magically changed into a different person. I just like happened to be wearing a different type of material on my legs that day. Nothing else changed. Still the same person. I don't understand why that shit determines to other people like who you are perceived to be. It's fucking cloth on my legs, bro. It just doesn't make sense. Now obviously there's like clothing with like inappropriate shit on it. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand that. But like I like to wear PJs. I like to wear sweatpants. I hate jeans. I'm picky when it comes to dress pants. Very picky. But I mostly just wear PJs, leggings, and sweatpants on a daily basis. And I don't see a problem with that, to be honest, because I'm still the same person. Like, it's just, it's silly. Neurotypicals are silly. They're silly gooses. I shouldn't generalize. Obviously, there's neurotypicals who understand. And then there's neurodivergent people who don't, like, but y'all get what I mean. The whole, like, social rules that we have are just very silly. The only time I make sure I'm wearing appropriate clothes is when I'm working because I do very hands-on work, but that's a practical reason. So that makes sense. Like if you're like a welder or some shit, like you need to wear thick pants. Like yes, absolutely. If you're a farmer, you know, you wear jeans or whatever the fuck. Um, that's a practical thing. That makes sense. Of course. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so let's get into it. Grab our coffee. Mm. So for today's stream, I got myself back to just before we attempted to gaslight the toaster. The reason being, the reason why I stopped here and not afterwards is because it took quite a while. It was kind of a headache to get back to this point. And so if things go differently with the whole toaster thing, like I don't know what I did during that scene. Like I don't know if I fucked up or if I did well or if there's like multiple ways that that could have gone. So there is a chance that things could go differently when I do it again. And if that's the case, I don't particularly want to have to restart everything and come back to this point and do it again. And it's a pain in the ass. So basically, we're just going back and whatever happens, happens, basically. And we're just gonna keep going. I'm hoping we'll get the same ending. Because the whole idea of an oven turning into a time machine is pretty whack, and I definitely want to see that. So, yeah. Wait, am I ready? Okay. You've always been an oven. What? Okay, what else could you be but an oven? Right, there's the whole not thing. You've always been in... Oh my god. I'm way too slow for this. Oh god, no. Wait, what do you mean good? Because it says you are not an oven. I'm so confused. You are an oven. Yes, you are an oven. I'm so confused. You are not a time machine. Oh wait, was that? Oh my god. I'm so confused. You are not a time machine. Yeah. You are an oven. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, okay. Same ending. Awesome. I did just realize Nox is kind of in the way of the text. By the way, I'm gonna make it a little smaller. Okay. That should be better. Oh yeah, thank you to everyone who bought merch and made donations, by the way. Super appreciate it. And I'm sure if Nox was like aware enough to know anything ever other than food, I'm sure he would really appreciate it as well. So thank you so much. Incorporating minigames in a visual novel will forever be funny to me. Yeah, I think it's interesting. It kind of it shakes things up a little bit. I like it. Open the oven. Alright, so this is all the same, I think, as last time. Yeah, it's all the same. Blank years later. Yeah, okay. Leave it to me. Through the chaos of flying debris and roaring flame, I dashed towards the building ahead. Wait, was it? That wasn't the end, was it? Am I stupid? No, there definitely was more because I stopped and I was like, we should. Find the. Okay, yeah, there is more. Find the time oven. Write the email. Yep, I remember this. Send.
とにかくオーブンを説得する最重要任務は任せたわ。必ずオーブンがオーブンであることを認めさせるの。別の言い方をするなら、視点としてのあなたが必ずそれをオーブンだと認識しなければならないの。
Oh, are we just. Oh, is it just gonna make us keep doing it until we get it? Okay. Oh, damn. I'm gonna have to lock the fuck in. Alright. I might have to be quiet for this one. Oh my god, please. Just click. Okay, remember to breathe. I locked in so hard I stopped breathing. Oh, please, please tell me it worked. Yes! Okay. We fucking did it. Alright. It remains in oven. Please tell me the cake is made. Yeah, second try. It feels weird because it's like, I want to like comment and like be entertaining and shit, but at the same time it's like, no, I gotta lock the fuck in. Do you smell something burnt? Yeah, man, this cake's been baking for like almost 2 fucking weeks now. Sorry, I'm going quickly. Too quickly. Yeah. It was in there for a while, hun. Gaslit an oven to do its job properly. When in doubt, gaslight. Well, I just went through an intense psychological battle, and the stress was just too much for me to handle. When the pressure builds, the boiling point of water rises, so the food ends up at a higher temperature. Well, I mean, maybe if the oven didn't try to turn into a fucking time machine, then we wouldn't be here. Let's keep working on the cake and finish it, yeah. No point in giving up now. You take the cake out of the mold, the burnt smell invading the room in an almost aggressive way. But you steady your mind and push through. Under Lilith's guidance, you slice the strawberries, whip the cream, and combine it all with the cake layers. Now it looks like a proper cake. No, an enticing one. Yeah, just cover all the burnt stuff up. An unevenly spread cream even gives it a charm that sets it apart from mass-produced factory goods. Isn't that moving? The oven was too pressured to do its job properly and not become a time machine, so it burnt the cake. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's probably better than the alternative, though. I feel like it turning into a time machine would have been a little more inconvenient. Not sure how I feel about eating a burnt cake, though. That's also quite inconvenient. Okay. Cut the cake. Hands the first slice to Lilith. Yeah, there you go. Ah! Bruh. Did I misread the schedule? Oh, it's a I swear English is my first language. And only. Why am I like this? Surprise stream. Because I wanted to finish Non. But I also wanted to like get back into the groove of streaming so that this absolute mess that you guys are seeing today doesn't bleed into the actual schedule. Ideally, hopefully. Girl, you fumbled. I mean,
本当に
we couldn't
本
eat
当
it
にごめんな
anyways.
さ
It
い
was burnt shit. Reaction is adorable. Okay, I'll clean it up. Yeah, I'll clean it up. That's fine.
ありがとう。でも、やっぱりごめん。片付けまでさせちゃって。
Girl, it happens. Looked at my phone, saw you've been live for half an hour. Yeah, a little surprise stream. I said it right this time. Wow. I think that's the first time I've said the word surprise correctly on the first try throughout this stream. I enjoyed baking the cake with you. That's enough for me. Besides, cleaning this up isn't much trouble. Yeah, it's fun. I liked the part where we gaslit our oven. I'll just give you a little pat on the shoulder. There, buddy. Cheer up, champ. You're right, the process is what matters. Yeah. For me, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get sappy, man. In the next moment, you feel a faint pressure on your shoulders and back. The scent of her hair and the softness of her skin. As the brief moment ends, Lilith gazes at you warmly, though there's a hint of mischief in her eyes. What you up to, girl? Ma'am. Ma'am, I just work here, ma'am. Can I close them nervously? Okay. Oh, hello. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Thought the compensation would be something else. Don't be weird. I've been meaning to ask, where's this place? Yeah, I am curious. Your secret room wonderland. Alright. Didn't know this was 50 Shades Grey. How do we sadly end up here? There's no light through windows, yet it's bright. Oh, I've seen shit like that in my dreams before. Well, it's a room, but it's just a sofa and a table. I mean, a room is a room, man. It could have nothing in it. Cake! I had cake for breakfast this morning. It was lovely. Except, it's a black forest cake, and for some reason the cherry on top, like, I couldn't eat it. It tasted fermented, and I know they use, like, a bit of alcohol in, like, when they preserve it, but, like, it literally tasted like it was preserved in vodka, and I was like, this doesn't taste right. I've gotten that cake a few times before. But yeah, no, other than that, I had cake for breakfast. It was awesome. For no particular reason other than I'm an adult and I can do whatever the fuck I want. Why did it just appear on the table? I mean, magic, obviously. Are the strawberries on it a little too big? There's no such thing. Strawberries are delicious. Sparkling effect around the cake. That part's a little weird. Yeah, fair enough. Hello, welcome.
の光は全然キラキラしていないわね。もっと練習しないと。さあ、一口食べて。
Give me your cake, girl. Hell yeah. Let me dig in. Just stop. Stop, Ivy.
ええ、味の描写はまだしていないもの。私ならケーキの味よりケーキに使われているクリームの質感やいちごの色合いの方が気になるわね。味の描写は君に任せるわ。とっても簡単だから試してみて。もちろん君が望むなら他の味にしてもいいのよ。
I mean, I'm down for angel food cake. Imagine it tastes like fried chicken. I'm not sure if I would love that, to be honest. KFC flavored cake. No, I'm so down for a strawberry cake. I don't mind chocolate cake. I just have to be in a mood for it. And I'm very picky when it comes to like chocolate anything. But strawberry shortcake? Hell yeah.
コンコン、いちごケーキの香りがしてきたわね。さあ、早速食べましょう。
Oh, hello. Question mark? ×3? Also, have you been, Ivy? I've been good. Yeah, just took the week to catch up on a bunch of personal life stuff and... Wait, what? Was this the end? And like, streaming stuff and whatnot. Wait, what? That's it? There's gotta be more than that. We made a cake. I mean, there's definitely different endings, I suppose. That felt like a very abrupt ending. It's like, oh, we made a cake and then we ate a cake. The end. Okay. There's gotta be more than that. Let's see here. Yeah, there's definitely more. These are cute pictures, though. Oh, hello. Can I... Okay. Fragments. Interesting. So is it gonna start over then? If there's more, like, I definitely want to see it. Because I feel like that was, like, probably the neutral, boring end. Oh? Chapter 2? So it does save. So it does fucking save. I'm so confused. Oh, maybe that wasn't the end then. Maybe after each chapter... Each, like, full chapter, I guess. And each chapter has an end. Like a specific type of end, I guess? Or... No, it's not that each has its own end. It's that, like, when it says end on the screen, it means, like, it's basically game over, but there's, like, more to the game over type of thing, I guess. The game saves when it feels like it. I fucking guess. Sure, I have. In that case, I don't want to push it. If it's saved here, I'm just gonna leave it and we'll, like, pick it up again later. Because I don't know when it's gonna save next. And, like, it's already been, like, in terms of gameplay so far, we've been looking at almost 2 hours. So if it saves on average, like, every 2 hours, like, yeah. So maybe this will be, like, something that I just do as, like, a surprise stream. Like, whenever I feel like picking it up. I might even do more later today. I don't know. I definitely want to see more. But I either wanted to get to the end or I wanted to get to, like, a save point. Ideally, I wanted to get to the end, but I have other things that I want to do. Um, so actually, before that, it definitely saved though, right? I'm not fucking crazy. Like this game broke me, honestly. Um, I'm sure they'll update it because the devs are actively working on the IP itself. I know this because um, either this year or next year, I'm not sure. There's something coming out with Lilith, and it's like a desktop buddy type of thing. There's an actual word for it, but it's where like she's on your desktop and you can like interact with her and shit. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I mean, if it's free, then I'm down to try it out, or if it's cheap. But I'm very interested. But they're definitely working on things related to the IP, so maybe there will be an update where the saving is a bit more reliable, I suppose. Um, but so far I'm liking it. So far I'm really liking it. I do kind of wish there was English dubbing. I'm not much of a subtitle person. Um, I'm just giving my feedback on the game so far. But English dubbing would be cool. Um, and it would be nice if there was a background on the text, like the dialogue at the bottom here. Just because the white text on a light background, because I have to keep this screen kind of small, it is very difficult to read. And I'm already a little, admittedly, a little bit illiterate, so it definitely doesn't help. Um, but like I don't even mind having it on a smaller screen. Um, if I can just if it's easier to read the text. Um, but if this is their first, I don't know if it's their first game that they've ever made, but if that's the case, like really well done. Um, I love the writing. I really love the writing. It's very refreshing to see. I like um I don't know, I just find a lot of games nowadays like there's just not there's not a lot of focus on things like story and dialogue and but even like the small details in the writing and in the story and whatnot. And this person, whoever did the writing for this game, um, to me, they seem like someone who really pays attention to details, if that makes sense. And that really comes through to me personally. Like they really thought things through when they were writing. Um, it's nice. I like it. It's refreshing. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up for now. I might do another surprise stream later. I'm not sure. Um, maybe. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. It was nice to see you guys again. And if I don't see you guys later today, I'll see you guys on Monday. All right, take care.